Hi, my name is Kim Doyle-Willie, and today I'm working with this great new product by Kraft Foods called Philadelphia Original Cooking Cream. Today we're going to make a bacon stuffed French toast. It's going to be awesome. We're going to go right to it. I've got 6 slices of bacon here. We're just going to dice right through it really quick, and then we're going to run it over to the stove and put it in a hot pan I've already got going. So I'll run this over and be right back. Table, I've just taken an 8x8 glass baking dish that's my favorite to make French toast in. I put 3 eggs in there, and I'm just taking a fork and whipping them up quick. I've got a few ingredients right here that we're going to stick in, and we're just making the batter so it's all ready to go while the bacon is cooking. I've got 3/4 of a cup of milk that I'm putting in there and beating in. Now, one thing I really like to do with my French toast, because I learned, I don't know, back in my 20s, that if you put a little bit of maple syrup in, or honey, or a sugar, it's going to caramelize it, just like if you were doing nuts or something. And I like that little crispy shell on it. Now here, I've got 1 teaspoon of cinnamon I'm going to beat in, and I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And we'll just sprinkle that in and beat it in. I'm really loving these new Kraft Philadelphia cooking creams. This original flavor I love because it allows you to work with sweeter ingredients. You can make desserts with it, or dips. You could add dip mix to it, whatever you wanted. Okay, I've got that cinnamon and nutmeg all integrated in there. Right now, I've got a loaf of, it's kind of a crustier French bread. I'm going to just take my serrated knife. I'm going to cut the end off, and we're going to make about 1.5 inch thick slices. They're going to come out to be about this thick. Okay, so we're going to make 6 of those. So we've got our bread all cooked. I'm going to go check the bacon, and I'll be right back. Boy, it sure doesn't take long for that bacon to fry up. Man, it smells like my grandmother's kitchen in here. I've always loved bacon. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and open this up. This is such a great thing because you can just spoon it right out of the container. They have 4 flavors of these too. They're all chef-inspired, although this original one I love, and that's what made me think of this particular flavor for this dish, because it's got that nice, rich Philadelphia cream cheese flavor. So all we're going to do is just spoon it in, see? You can spoon it, you could put it on noodles, on rice, make casseroles. You can do anything you want with it. I think this would be just a great, like a creme fraiche for doing El Salvadoran tacos if you wanted to. There, we just spoon that right out. Now, I'm going to mix in, I've got 2 more tablespoons of maple syrup. So that brought us to a full 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Now, we'll just put that right into our cream, and we're going to add our bacon. I've got it all drained off. That took less than 4 minutes. I mean, I've been just going back from the stove to here to slice it. So, we're just going to whisk that together really quickly. Oh, it smells killer with the maple syrup and bacon. I don't know you. I love maple syrup and bacon together. So, we've got that there. Now, we're just going to go ahead, and I've got a Ziploc bag all ready to go here. I'm going to grab my spatula and just scoop this into here, because that way we can just pipe it easily into the bread. We've got that in the bag. I'm just going to kind of squeeze it down into this corner here. And I'm going to go ahead and snip a little corner off of it. You guys all know this trick. If I wasn't clumsy and spilling my scissors, I'm just going to take a little bit of a tip off of there, because I want to be able to control this since I'm trying to put it in this bread. Now, we'll just move this. Okay, I've got my bread right here. We're just going to just open that up like a little clamshell and lay it right in there. Just like that. It goes really quickly, actually. I'll go ahead and fill these up, and I'll be right back. All right, I've got these all stuffed, and what I'm doing is I'm just pinching them together a little bit so they hold and we don't lose too much oozing out while we're cooking these on the griddle. You can use a frying pan, whatever you like. And now we're going to go ahead and start dipping these little French toasts in this batter and getting them totally coated on all sides. And I'll continue this and get right back to you. Hey, I've got them all battered up and good to go. Mine's over. I can't kind of a low to medium heat so we don't burn these puppies. I've got some 2 tablespoons of butter all ready to go here. So I'm going to go just kind of push that around the grill so we start getting this good to go for these guys. Then I've got 2 tablespoons of canola oil as well. And we'll just kind of mix that into the butter so the butter doesn't burn. And that way we'll have the buttery freshness, but we won't be burning our French toast in the process. So get that all going. I love this grill. I've used it on a lot of camping trips and a couple hunting camps. It's pretty awesome. It's an old one. It's nice and seasoned. Okay, that's good to go. Let's go ahead and put these on. And these will only take about 5 minutes per side. We'll time it while they're cooking and tell you when we get back. I decided I'd grab a little, about 1.5 feet of tin foil, and I'm just going to kind of lay it over that to kind of give it a little tenting so the eggs cook through in there too. But I don't know if you saw it. You can see a little bit of the cheese oozing, but it's not oozing too bad. It's holding up really nicely. I love these new Kraft Philadelphia cooking creams. They're awesome. I don't know if you can see it. My light's bright. Oh, I just think they're just great. They're so easy to use. You saw how easy it spoons out. You can just use it with anything. I was thinking I could make Swedish cream and raspberries. I could do anything with these. And the other 3 flavors are really good. This is just the traditional that we know and love, Philadelphia. So, I'll be back to you in a minute. Oh, we literally are back to it in just a minute because these are cooking really nicely. See, I've got that one. That's a little dark, but they're golden brown. So we're just going to flip those. They'll only take a minute per side. It'll depend on if you're using a nice cast iron piece or if you're using a lighter Teflon piece. But we'll just let those cook for another couple minutes. Put the tin foil back over. So back to you in a minute again. I can't wait to have these. They smell good. You can smell the maple and the bacon. It just smells heavenly here. So I think we're going to pull these off. I think they're done. I only let them cook an additional 2 minutes. So let's go for it. Just check out these back ones and see how they look. Oh yeah, they're beautiful. And see, the cheese is starting to get really creamy and hot. See, it's steaming in the middle. So we'll just get these off and I'll meet you back over at the table and we'll plate it up. These came out gorgeous, didn't they? They're nice and golden brown. This is just starting to ooze. It's nice and hot in the center. So let's plate it up. Normally, I think what I would love to do with this is to mix a little apricot or raspberry jam with it. I think apricot because that would go really well with the maple syrup. And a little bit of orange juice, and you could put that as a syrup on top of this, and it would be killer, and it would be gorgeous. But for now, I've got some fresh blueberries, because that's what we had right now at this time of year. And I've got some nice hot syrup. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit over it, because I have a feeling, I did a little quality control on that cream cheese and bacon and maple, and it tasted great. So I don't want to overindulge it. And I'm just going to stick a couple blueberries on it so it looks nice. And let's have a bite of this. I can't wait to taste it, because I just know this creamy Philadelphia original cooking cream is going to make this taste so good. Let's just see what it looks like. Oh, see how beautiful that is? Let's take a bite. I hit on a winner, everybody. Woohoo! I love when that works out so well. I hope that you will go and get some Philadelphia original cooking cream. This will make you into an instant chef in minutes. This is so cool. Boy, I am thrilled with the way this came out. So, go get you some Philadelphia cream cheese and take care, everybody.